Hey, and welcome back to Thinking Out Loud, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for subscribing, liking, and sharing this thing. First off, let me shout out my boy W Dub, my sister Rashida B. They couldn't be here today, but it's all good. Got a cool panel. Got my co-host today, my guy Popeye. Got my other guy coming in here, Big Sherry.
Yo.
How y'all doing?
All right, man.
Okay, this is Thinking Out Loud, man. We about to get it in, man. So, just like edges off, man. Tell the people a little about yourself.
Well, it's my Relly right here. You know, we go back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. We like to, shoot the shit, chop it up from time to time and, share opinions and views on different shit.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I'm the moral police or nothing, but I like to chime in from different angles and stuff, give my thoughts about different things, so.
Yeah, so you got a tie on.
Yeah, they said
You got to take your brother serious. You got a tie on.
No, I'm relaxed though, man.
But I just want to dive into this with y'all real quick, man. We got family in town.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we ain't blood related, but we all family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even the guy behind the mic. Shout out to my guy at the media bio. Anyway, so my cousin, brother, daughter tried to commit suicide. Horrible, right? She in high school. She at that high school age.
Yeah.
It's messed up. We're gonna get into that later. But what I'm saying is, tragedy brings family together. Now, we had a great night last night. We all went out together.
Yeah.
We had the kids with us, the grandmas with us, and we just all chilled, had a great time, and it was awesome. Why does it take tragedy to get the family together?
Yeah, man. I feel like, me personally, I feel like, we chop it up from time to time. I feel like it shouldn't take those kind of measurements to bring family together. Mm-hmm. But then again, people have their own, stuff they go through, their personal life, or vendettas they have against others, or, because somebody is super cool with another family member, they might not be. So they just kind of like want to distance themselves and not be around because they know it's going to stir like some old school core or something like that. But I feel like you said before, man, we just have to be able to share good times with each other, no matter what the situation is. Right. It shouldn't have to go through a funeral or anything like that. We should be able to, hence give those roses while we are here now. Don't wait till we're gone to bring that up. Just, like I always say, when I go, I don't care what anybody have, what kind of bad, anything, ill will. Let them come see me. Just don't plug me up to no machine. Let these people come say their goodbyes and be good.
You know what? Let's just chop it up. Mm-hmm. We ain't trying to sound good for the crowd. Because somebody needs to hear this. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, I remember my mom told me, she was like, man, if I'm on some ICU shit, I don't want to be living off the machine. Just pull the plug. Pull the plug. And as simple as that may sound, when you in the dishes ready to do that, and you're looking at the doctor, and he telling you like, if we keep it in, she's gonna be cool, but we don't know if she's gonna survive. But that choice you have to make. And do you mind if I put your business out there?
Go for it.
Because your pops,
yeah,
which is like my dad, we had to make that decision. That pull the plug thing. Yeah. Now, my mom's alive, and she told me if I gotta live off of shit, pull the plug. Me and everybody out there who know, keep my shit on, keep my shit plugged in. But what I'm saying is, how heavy is that?
When it comes, and this just when it comes to your mom, are you the decision maker? Or did she give you the?
Me and my sister. It's only one sibling with me and my mom. She got me and my sister, and it's dual.
Yeah, to kind of backtrack, that's for some reason, a lot of us, we're just busy, man. People are kind of busy living their lives, man. It's not like the love isn't there, but people are just busy living their lives, man. So it's I could kind of chime in, for recently, I wouldn't say I was in distance from my mom, but we just didn't keep in contact. And less than 3 weeks ago, man, the cops had to come knocking at my door, man. Cause I work graveyards, so I'm busy.
The people don't know how we know. So if somebody looking at this, how can you explain to them so they can really feel what you're talking about? Holla at him.
Yeah, like I said, people are busy, man. So, like I said, when the cops, like just to chime in, like the cops, they had to come like knocking on the door at my aunt's where they have my address. Then my cousin had to call me, and I'm rejecting the call, like, yo, I'm asleep. And she said, hey, the cops is here. Your mom's in the hospital, in the ICU. So now I had to call them back, and the cops said, hey, yeah, we got your mom in the hospital. Here's a number. When I had to call the doctors, and the doctor said, hey, your mom, she's on life support. You want us to pull the plug? And I'm like, no, she did give me the power. And like I said, no. I mean, you guys need to do what you got to do to keep her alive, man.
How's she now?
How's she alive? 2 weeks, she recovered. I mean,
She recovered.
Yeah, they did what they
So if
did.
you had jumped the gun and said pull the plug, she wouldn't be here. So sometimes it's cool just to chill, just let the machine do its thing. Am I safe to say that? Because my mom ain't never been on life support. I'm asking you.
Yeah, I knew my mom. She was gonna make it, man. I know she was gonna pull through. So like, no, I don't want her to pull the plug. I mean,
Right.
Like I still, like I said, just being distance and stuff. Like I still want to build with my mom and stuff. So I mean, like, and I still want to build the relationship. It's something still there, So and then she's still family. She's all I got, man.
It's your mama. I feel you. But it's a lot of people who they're in that situation to where it's like, when you're in ICU, do you pull the plug or not? You guys decided not to pull the plug, and your mom is still here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that decided to be like, you know what, let's not. They either brain dead. And you know what? Pasadena, shout out. I'm not gonna put nobody particularly out there like that, but one of my homeboys, which was probably one of the hardest running backs in Pasadena ever, and went to Mirror, lost his daughter in a car accident not too long ago. You feel me? Mm-hmm. She was brain dead. Do you pull the plug? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm not saying they had that decision or not, but when you're in a situation to where you got to bury a loved one, do you let faith take over or you let the machines take over? In your case, you let the machine take over and your mom's still here. But it's sometimes like, I don't want my people to live in a vegetated state, so it's like, pull it. My mom already told me if she ever's in that situation, pull it. If I'm in that situation, keep me plugged in. Hey man, but salute to my people out there, man. You know who you are. Rest in peace. Prayers and condolences to you and your family. Beautiful girl, gone too soon. I think she was only like 20. Fucked up situation.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, as a parent, I don't ever think, and it's crazy. We just talked about this, man. You should never, ever have to go through the situation where you have to bury your kid.
Yeah.
And I personally know a few people that had to bury their kid. I personally, I don't even know how I would deal with that. That's heavy, bro.
Unique, man.
That's heavy. So in the next segment, we're gonna get into the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got a whole epidemic going on right now where it's a whole lot of people out there that's high school age, junior high age, and stuff like that that's insecure.
Yeah.
They killing themselves, man. Suicide is real. And that's what we're gonna talk about next, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Thinking Out Loud, Popeye, Big Cherry. I'm your boy, Barbershop Matt.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back. Man, this is Thinking Out Loud. We back, baby. I'm here with my guy Popeye, Big Cherry, man.
And then,
Hey, it's some heavy shit. Some heavy shit. Let's keep it going, though, man.
let's keep it going.
We all family,
Let's
man.
keep it going.
I'm gonna start with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
My guy Popeye. You got a teenage daughter.
Yeah.
We don't need to put her name out there, none of that shit. But let's talk to the people who might have teenage daughters or just kids in general. Don't matter if they're teenage or not.
Right.
That might be going through something to where the kid feels like they might want to end their life. They don't understand how selfish that is. How fucked up that is as far as like if they was to do it, how you as a parent feel.
Right.
You dig? So, you know, speak on it, my guy.
Yeah, well, man, I was just recent. Actually, I can for sure relate to some of that stuff. Right before she transitioned into middle school, she was, for one, she shouldn't even been at the junior high she was at. I'm not even gonna throw that school out there like that, but she was not supposed to be there. she was in the middle. She's a best friend of the girls who just so happened to be feuding. And, you know, they basically was pretty much telling her, hey man, pick a side. Like you can't be her friend if we're beefing. And it got to the point to where they were sending text messages, they were calling her she's fat, you know, because big butts and breasts run in the family. The little girls was just being cruel. You should kill yourself because you're fat and you're friends with this the other little kid. And man, it was good. And there's 2 different schools involved too. Like they didn't even go to the school with her.
Right.
So it got to her. So she was like emotionally getting drained from it, and you can see that, you know, the stuff they were saying to her was just fucking up her whole self-respect and everything, because she's a soft-spoken little girl, and
a beautiful little girl, by the way.
With that stuff being happening, especially with kids, like with the internet bullying and kids commit, like it's literally kids have tried and did commit suicide at these schools, whether it's junior high, high school, elementary. And it got to the point to where it finally got to me. I went up to the school, like, and I learned at the last minute. It was right before they went to school break. I never forget it. Thanksgiving break.
Wow, that's a few months ago.
Exactly, right? And so when I got called to have the meeting, they told me don't go up there upset. Now, how can you tell a parent don't go up there upset when your kid is getting bullied?
I ain't gonna tell you how to feel.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, and I talked to, because I don't know how to do it. Just like, no, I've never dealt. This is only have one child, and you want to be able to protect your kid to the best of your ability. So with that being said, when I went up there to have the meeting, they were like, Lamar, like, just don't go up there and turn up. Like, no. I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna ask it, because if it was reversed, they're gonna make me out to be a bad person. Like, what are you doing as a parent?
Indeed.
What are you in this kid's life like that? X, Y, and Z, right? So I went up there with the police. I'm not gonna lie, I went up there with the sheriff. Officer Thompson was a great officer, had been mentoring me for years since I was a kid. And went up there, you know, sat down, had the meeting. Lord behold, father wasn't involved in the kid's life. And I was just up there like, well, what's going on at home? Do we need DPS involved? Do we need to see how the household is being ran and stuff like that? Because this kid is like a terrorist. Those are the exact words I use. Because if this is happening to my kid, how many other kids have she's done this to?
She went to that bullying stage. But as a father to her, let's just chop out everybody else. You, your daughter. How does that go down as far as you letting her know, regardless of what happens outside of this circle, you're good. And you need to know that, because obviously she had an idea of like, maybe I shouldn't be here no more over a punk ass, faggot ass bully. So like, speaking on that level, because parents need to know this shit. Like, how do we approach this shit?
Talk to your kids. Man, you can separate friendship and parenting. Those are 2 different things. But just be able to talk to your kid, and your kid have that open line of communication with you, where they don't feel like if they tell you something, you know, you're gonna chastise them. Don't forget all, throw that out the window. If you're doing that, your kid is scared of you for some other reason. But you should have that open line of communication. I talk to my daughter every morning, and I see her every other day. Just be able to have that communication with her, you know, because me and her mother didn't even work out. So she can either love me or hate me. That can go either way. So, and I'm just glad that she feels good enough and confident enough to tell me how she is emotionally. And that's kind of hard, especially like, you know.
Especially as teenagers.
Bingo, because I had a hard time opening it up with my father.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because my own personal reasons, but for her to have that open line of communication with me, and because she told me this, her mom didn't tell me, you know, so when I found out, she felt that I needed to know, because she was emotionally like distraught. She was emotionally just
shit happens, and as parents, it's especially because me and you in the same situation. I have kids where I live with my kids, but I also got kids outside my marriage. And when I hear those stories over there, what happens to my kids over there, because I'm not there every day, it boggles me. So the same thing, sometimes it's like the kid will tell you something that they won't tell their mom, or vice versa.
Right.
But it's all about the relationship you have with your kid. And we're talking about suicide right now. So you really gotta be in tune with your kid. You gotta be in one to at least be like, okay, I know I did my part as a parent to let him know that, or her know that she was loved or he was loved, that I was there for you. Anything I can do for you to get into this life, I'm just gonna give you the tools to make it through this life. If they know that and they deal with that, I think before they pull the trigger, before they pop their pills, they think of the consequence.
Right.
That's when religion come in the game. That's when consequence come in the game.
Right.
That's when I don't want to get my ass beat. I'm not going to do this because if I do this, my dad can whoop my ass even though my dad ain't here type shit. That's when that all comes into part as parenting.
Right.
So my personal take on it is, yeah, have a relationship with your kid. But in our generation, fuck being your kid's friend. Be your kid's parent.
Yeah.
But understand that we in new times. They're a phone, Google away from any information. We literally have to go through the encyclopedia thing to get whatever the fuck we wanted to.
Right.
Now, from a different perspective, and my bad, I didn't
Definitely got to know. I definitely got another perspective
Hold
on
on.
this, though. I definitely.
Real talk, man, because we need to give the people a whole bunch of different varieties from our point of view. Now, you came from a point of view to where it's like you was like on some adoption type shit. So spit your game.
No, like I'm probably say that for another time, but just like I'm somewhat in a stepfather position, and I don't have kids of my own, but like I'm dealing with some other ones, but like kind of in my approach, like I would like one thing I tell my lady, like I would treat her kids the same way like I would treat my kids. And like I do kind of goof off. Like from my perspective, I kind of want to I know what's out there. I know kids are gonna be bullied, like teasing and stuff like that. So I kind of come off as playful because I kind of want to introduce it myself. Like I'd rather be the first person that they know, like to kind of build immunity, to kind of toughen their skin, So.
And we back, baby. Thinking out loud. I'm here with my guy, Popeye B. Sherry, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hey, it's been heavy tonight.
Yeah, it has.
I appreciate y'all, man. We talked about all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Definitely get deeper, but yeah.
We can. I don't want to throw a timeline out there like that. Y'all see the fight last night?
Fight was phenomenal.
Like a lot of people don't really look at boxing since Mayweather retired, but it was a big fight last night. What was two dudes' name?
Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence.
Right. Mexican versus black, right? Black dude used to spar with Mayweather.
Right.
Hard, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people was like, Mayweather was, everybody who was a fan of Mayweather wanted him to fight that guy.
Right.
They was making it seem like it was all that shit, neither here nor there. Here's what I'm saying. When the family got together, right, we was talking about the suicide thing, my cousin, daughter tried to commit suicide, the family got together. We went to Dave & Buster's out here in Arcadia, sitting in the mall. They showed the fight. I went to the bar, give me a drink. Fuck it. Mm-hmm. They were showing the fight. Black dude, hitting. Nothing. Mexican cat, get a little tiny little piece in. Boop. Everybody in there go crazy.
Yeah.
This is 2019. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, we in Arcadia, my guy. It's supposed to be all Asians in Arcadia.
True. But it's not.
Gang of Mexicans and whatever. Hey, this thinking out loud, I'm gonna keep it real. I got a gang of Hispanic homies and shit. I'm just saying, when I seen that, I was like, damn, this shit is real.
It's unique.
Where we at? You feel me? You can go to Orange Grove and like Lake somewhere and find a whole bunch of like Mexican owned businesses. Mm-hmm. You can go to Temple City somewhere and find a whole Asian community where they got the Asian letters up there and all their businesses. You can go to LA somewhere, Koreatown, Russia. Where is the black town at?
Yeah, where is it? Yeah,
Non-existent.
why is that?
Non-existent.
Where is it at? And then how we gonna get it? You understand what I'm saying? So we know this.
Right.
Everybody got that in their conscience, you know what I'm saying? But where is it at?
Like, unfortunately, like we're just consumers. We're not even producers.
Right. So I was talking to you, Brandon, Mr. Cherry, sir, and we chopping it up about this black tax thing. We follow a lot of people that we listen to on YouTube and stuff that we ain't gotta promote right now. But we pretty much on the same page as far as black empowerment,
Yeah.
the black tax. As far as regular people though, the person who work third shift at Stater Brothers and shit like that, and they black, and they hear all this stuff coming out like, oh, this is what you should be doing for the black community and this, and they barely getting by. I'm barely getting by. I'm a barber, make my money, I do my thing. The homie over there, he drive trucks. You know, he going back and forth. He get back, he making this, he doing this thing. A lot of people in our community that look like us do what they gotta do. So what would make them really focus on some black empowerment shit as far as like putting money into us so we can have Africa Town?
Like, at the end of the day, like right now, like we're all talking about reparations and the government needs to give us money, but that's not the case. That's not going to be, and I'm not saying it's not the case, but that's not the solution. That's the easy way. I mean, yeah, cut a check and we'll be fine, but like that's not going to happen because they know at the end of the day, like you said, like everything is about race at the end of the day. So like, and the whole thing is to keep black people at the bottom. So they're definitely not going to give us just pretty much just cut a check. Like, we could definitely keep fighting, definitely put it out there, but at the end of the day, like I hate to say, it starts with us.
It starts with us.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Because I don't want to get into the whole getting this bullshit that everybody heard already before. Let's talk solutions here. Right?
That's what I'm about.
This is something you came up with. Like I said, me and you done chopped it up, and this shit is amazing. A lot of people don't know, man. Shit, you're on your way to your master's. This is what you've been doing. I don't want people to think that you're just some random guy up here.
No.
So, while I look up at your shit, give me some of your credentials.
I'm a civil engineer and I do land surveying, but I'm currently doing drafting. So right now, while I'm in grad school, I'm doing pretty much just freelance drafting and stuff where I go to companies and stuff and I do the AutoCAD, I do the SketchUp, I do the Revit and stuff. So I mean, like I pretty much like want to lean to entrepreneurship, so that's why I'm doing things pretty much like on the side hustle, and then I'm also working on the weekends and stuff. So just giving myself time, and just pretty much. And I'm always in the chat boards and stuff, always, engaging with people and stuff, always listening to podcasts and stuff.
And where can they reach you if they want to holler at you?
If y'all want to, I'm on Facebook, B Cherry, like the B-E-E, and Cherry, Cherry, like the fruit. So you can definitely catch me on Facebook. I'm not that very active, like as far as posting stuff. Like I'm always in, commenting random things and stuff like that, but I'm not that active, but I'm definitely on there though. So.
But let's take it step by step, man. About 4 steps. So we're gonna go to the target. Me and you went distinctively deep into this when we was chilling at the crib.
Right.
And it blew my mind. I was like, bro, you gotta get on Thinking Out Loud. Tell the people this stuff, man. So the target. First of all, who is the target? Of course we know it's African Americans. You feel me? But, because I know you ain't gonna say it, I will. It's a whole movement right now with what is it called? ADOS.
Yes.
African Descendants of Slaves.
American slave, yeah.
Just got popping. This dude was telling me this shit 5-6 months ago. We in 19, this is in 18. That's the target. It's right here. And if you want to see this, follow him and he'll get it to you. But explain to him about the target, who we trying to target first of all, and what we trying to do.
Like the main thing, I think, like not the main thing, but just a solution. We need solutions, and the main solution is we need funds. And right now, that's what we're trying to push for reparations. But reparations, that's not saying it's on the back burner, but it's gonna come eventually. But right now, we need an immediate solution. And the immediate solution, I feel that would be great for everyone, is like a form of a tax, but not even just a tax. Don't. It's like on a wordplay. Try not to tax, but like just pretty much it's like a investment fund, you know, or like a war chest, or like.
Calm it down, cause we know you gave me a motherfucking masters and shit. For everybody who don't understand what the fuck you talking about, cause we gonna get the solutions. Right now we on the target.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like the
Like, when you say black tax, you talking about everybody getting on code
yeah.
and putting in.
Yeah, pretty much just everyone like just putting their money together. We're like, we need to aggregate our wealth, because we're over here spending billions of dollars and stuff, you know, on other ethnic groups and stuff like that. But we need to pretty much spend like money on ourselves and stuff. And right now, like we need funds. So a way to get funds is if we all pitch in a small amount into a pool. We all pull a small amount of our money. Just pretty much, for example, just we all pay $1 a month, man. If 10 million of us pay $1 a month, that'd be 10 million a month. And then for 12 months, that's 120 million a year. Do you guys know what we could do with $120 million?
Right. Let's take it there. Let's unpack this though, because I want everybody to really get this. Anybody who is an African American descendant of slaves, not somebody who just walked in from somewhere else and they got their green card and shit, but somebody who was actually a descendant of slaves. If we got together with our numbers and just literally put $1 a month into a pot, that's gonna equal up to something big to what we can do. So somebody out there thinking, okay, what the fuck is the pot? What the fuck is the pot? And then who's taking control of the pot? Like what's the difference in me putting my money in this pot than me donating something to Oprah School or some shit? Or like Umar School or some shit. Like, how do I know my money's making sense?
You see,
black tax. Let's talk about it, man, because this is your shit.
Okay.
I think this can work.
The thing about the pot would be like this will be it'll be a bank that could fund businesses, that can fund institutions, you know, that can fund the things that we need to empower ourselves. So like everything we always talk about, we need money for this, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to do this. Let's be honest, the dominant society isn't going to give us the funds we need to empower ourselves. They're not going to give us the tools and the paperwork or whatever we need to empower ourselves, to liberate ourselves. Because at the end of the day, like it's pretty much like either they want to be in control. So therefore, they're not going to give us the tools that we need to empower ourselves. Because in the capitalism society, someone has to be at the bottom. But
I want to see you struggle.
we're only 13%. Why should we have to be at the bottom? Like
Allegedly. Personally, I don't believe it's just 13%. I've been around the country. We supposedly or allegedly 13%. But like you said, the dominant society. Let's put some truth to it. Let's give some people some facts. Now, they got big platforms talking about the same thing you talking for or talking about. What are you going to do specifically for black people, ADOS? And everybody they ask that, you talking about the Breakfast Club, whoever got more than 1 million followers, all these people that's running for president, they're asking these questions. You dig? So every last one of them is jogging around that particular question. What are you specifically gonna do for us? Because when we ask, what are you gonna do for us? They're like, oh, you talking about reparations? But the Jews got theirs. You did? Like,
The
the
Japanese.
Dream Act happened with people who's coming from Southern America, whatever you want to call it, Mexicans.
The
You
Japanese.
did. The Japanese got theirs.
Yeah,
Shit, we was just talking earlier about being at David Buster's last night. You know, that was the fucking place they held all the Japs at first during World War II.
Yeah.
And if I said Japs and that offends anyone, my bad. It's just short for Japanese. But what I'm saying is, everybody got theirs except us. When you say, hey, can we get ours? They say, well, minorities. You know how many people fall into minorities?
Everybody.
People of color. You know how many people fall into people of color? It's never specifically us. So this black tax idea is fucking amazing, man. We talked about the target, why we want to do it. Now hit them with the solutions, my guy. I'm gonna let you do this because this is your baby.
No, so I mean, yeah, thanks, I appreciate that. So, so basically, like with all the funds, like I know people would ask, okay, so who's gonna have the money? What are we gonna do with it? It's simple. We have a council. We elect a council. You know, people who are well knowledge. You know, people who have experience. People who have our best interest at heart.
When you say R, be specific.
Okay, black people. Now, I'm pointing to my soft fingers.
Hey, hold on. It's a black person over here from Nigeria that just got here last week. When you say R, what are you talking about?
Us.
Descendants of slaves, my guy. Like, we really gotta be specific
Yeah,
about this
I
shit.
mean, we do have to definitely drill that in.
ADOS. I'm with that movement. Fuck it.
American Descendants of Slaves.
Thank you. I'm with that.
So
Like that.
we pull all our money together. Just a small amount, just to get started. I'm not asking. Everyone don't need to pull all their money and stuff because they want to get something out of it. No, like there's no way we can detach ourselves from the dominant society. But it's a way for us to have a investment pool. That way we can definitely have our own empowerment system. Because there's no way that the system is going to empower us. And the reason why we're over here and the reason why we're in degraded communities, the reason why we're over here facing racism is because we're poor. And
At the end of the day, it's about the goddamn money.
it's about the money.
That's fuck trying to sound cute and all that shit. You gotta have a goddamn bag.
Yeah.
You gotta have a bag. At the end of the motherfucking day, that's what it's about. Gotta have a bag. Hey man, we gotta do this again.
Yeah.
We definitely gotta do this again. Because I'm gonna get through this whole pamphlet. Hey, you guys make sure you follow B Cherry on all of his handles, all his social media outlets, man. This has been a great episode. Elmore, aka Popeye, thank you for co-hosting tonight. You know what I'm saying, Cherry? Thank you for giving your beautiful insight, man. Hey, we're gonna be back next week. I love y'all. You bitch.